paracetamol pill, and this is just my own experience. So this is obviously a different setting. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm actually just really tired today, and I got home really late after a long day with not much sleep last night. So yeah, I wanted to be comfortable, and I'm just sitting on my bed. So yes, I'm a bit tired, but I wanted to do this before my mid-sem break is over, because once it starts, I'm going to be very busy. Just before I begin, I want to quickly clarify that this is just my own experience, and this is something that I would tell to my friends, my close friends and close family. Even some members of my close family I haven't told, so I'm really considering you guys as close friends to me and sisters that I cherish, and I want to just give you guys my real experience, just in case that it will help you. So I hope you guys actually just take this to heart. This is my own experience, and I'm going to be factual about it. I'm not going to twist facts or make it biased to support my argument or my case or whatever, okay? Also, this is not any kind of medical advice. So if you need to make your own decision, you have to ultimately go and see a medical practitioner about it. And I'm not medically trained in any way. This is perhaps something to open your mind and open your eyes to the different facets of what can happen, because doctors don't tell you about all these different things. So I guess it's just informing you better so you can make your own proper decisions. So I started taking the pill as soon as I got married, and that was about 4 years ago. I got married pretty young because I just wanted to, and I felt I was ready to, and we were financially ready to, and I was pretty mature for my age, if I have to be very frank about it. So I got married young, and I started taking the pill. At first I was prescribed something that didn't match my body. You have to find the one that matches and suits your body so that it doesn't react in any way, it doesn't cause any harm or any kind of issues. So the first one that I took was prescribed to me by a GP that I didn't know very well. I'd gone to her for the first time. So I guess that kind of did affect that a little bit. So it's important to have a GP, especially for women, a woman doctor who you can see regularly and who remembers you, who knows your medical history and can prescribe you proper, suitable medicines for you. And just good to have that trusting relationship. So I think that's number one. I do have a good GP right now that I've had for a couple of years, but this GP, it's not her fault. You know, it's my sort of journey that I have to go on. You also, if you are going on the pill, you obviously probably have gone on various different pills to find the one that suits you the best. The first one, the reason why it wasn't suitable for me was because I started to gain a bit of weight, and I was getting moody, and I just generally didn't feel good in general. And so I went to the GP that I go to now on a very regular basis. The doctor, I probably shouldn't mention the doctor's name in my YouTube videos, but if you guys want to know who I see, for some reason, if you're in Sydney and you want a good doctor of recommendation, do private message me and I'll let you guys know. She's an amazing doctor who really cares about her patients, remembers you every time you come and asks you how you've been. She remembers everything, and she's just amazing. She prescribed me something which is called the Yasmin pill. And I didn't know until quite a while into taking the Yasmin pill that the Yasmin pill is one of the most expensive pills out there. It's actually sort of to help those who have acne or weight problems. So it kind of helps you to stay thin and have clear skin. But I didn't really experience any of those kind of things because I've never had really bad weight problems or bad acne or anything like that. So it wasn't really apparent to me, but I was like thinking why the pill was so expensive. I think for like a 3-month pack, it was like $65 in Australia. So I was on that for a while, and it was perfect for me. It was really good. Like my body I wasn't gaining weight, I wasn't getting moody, I didn't have any stress or symptoms. And there are a lot of things that can happen if the pill that you are taking is not right for your body. But it's really easy to find out, and you can talk through it with your doctor. Okay, so yeah, I was on the Yasmin and I really liked it. I was on it for about 2 or 3 years. My memory is kind of patchy, so do forgive me. Okay, 1 year passed, and then 2 years passed, and then 3 years passed, and I suddenly realized that I've been on the pill for a really long time. And as a Korean, I've grown up in a Korean family, and Korean older generations constantly telling me not to take the pill for some reason. Koreans can be very, very careful about like anything that you're taking that's unnatural. And because Koreans are a very health conscious culture and people. I think probably one of the most health conscious people on earth. So the older generation always told me not to take the pill, including my mother-in-law. And because I know that I've grown up with Koreans, and sometimes they can generalize, they can be a bit myth-based rather than fact-based without the evidence. And so I was thinking it should be fine, right? Like Western culture embraces the pill. There's nothing wrong with it because it was introduced in Western culture and everyone takes it, it's fine. But a lot of Koreans are not for the pill for some reason. I never really thought about it until about 3 years in. I started to realize that I've been on it for a long time, and that means that I've been controlling my body's hormones for a long time, which is not natural, right? It's not natural if you're controlling your body's hormones. If you're controlling when you want to have periods, you just take a pill and the period comes out. Sometimes you can skip your period, and some girls take it too far and do skip their period for like a whole 6 months. And that's really bad, right? You've got blood that your body wants to release, but you can't release it. So obviously it's sort of not good for your body. And then it did occur to me, okay, I've been on the pill for a long time. I've been regulating my hormones. I'm pretty sure it's not a big problem, but I want to make sure my body is healthy. If I want to start a family in a couple of years, I want to get my body back into its regular cycle just early, and just maybe just go natural. And if God wants to give me a baby, then I am giving him a chance to give me a baby. Do you know what I mean? So I went off the pill about last year, at the beginning of last year, which is 2011, like January or February. I stopped taking it altogether, and it wasn't like a big thing or anything. I just decided to stop taking it one day. And then, within about 1 or 2 weeks, I started experiencing a couple of symptoms, and I don't want to scare you guys, but let me just tell you guys factually. I started losing my hair, and it wasn't like chunks falling out and I feel like I'm balding. I actually did feel like I was balding, but it wasn't like chunks falling out. Do you know what I mean? So like, for example, in the shower, when I used to like lose about that much hair, I would start to lose like maybe 4 loads of that much hair. And I was like thinking that I was probably molting, and wherever I was sitting, I'll get up and there's hair. Wherever I walk, there's hair trails. So that was kind of weird. I thought I was molting, but do you guys know that I'm actually still going through it now? Even a year and a half later, I'm still losing so much hair. Not as much as in the beginning, thank God. But I'm losing a lot of hair, and it's not normal for me. Second, I lost my sense of smell, and this is also quite hard to describe because I didn't lose it completely. I've sort of lost the ability to detect aromas and undertones and very natural, aromatic, pleasurable scents. So for example, if I'm eating bread, I can't smell the aroma of the bread. If I'm eating chocolate, the sugar is kind of like less concentrated, so I can have a lot of chocolate in one go, whereas before I would not be able to eat much chocolate. A lot of perfumes, I can't smell the sweet, like lingering smells as much. I used to have a really good nose. I was known to be the keko of the family, which in Korean means like a dog's nose. So it was really weird for me, and lucky enough, I'm not like a crazy food fanatic, and you guys know that sense of smell affects the sense of taste as well. So a lot of things don't taste the same to me, and I can't enjoy my food as much, but luckily I'm not a crazy food fanatic, so it's not like that bothersome to me. So I do have to see a nose, mouth and ear specialist in regards to this, because a lot of GPs don't have the specialist knowledge for that to treat it. So I do have to do that. I'll let you guys know how it goes when I do. And then what else did I experience? Acne. I started breaking out like crazy. I never had acne my whole life. As a teenager, my skin was pretty much spotless. Not to brag, but just to tell you guys really that I didn't have acne, and I started to get it. I thought I had adult acne. Do you guys remember about last year I started to talk about acne products and things like that? Yeah, it was pretty much a very new phenomenon to me. So I still get it, as you guys can probably see. Every week also I get new pimples. Since last year, since I stopped taking the pill. It's been a long time, right? So that's one thing. And Also, within about 2 weeks of stopping taking the pill, a very embarrassing thing happened to me that never happened before, which made me believe that I was pregnant at first, because I know that pregnant women go through this. I actually peed in my bed, like while I was sleeping. This is embarrassing, I guess, to admit to YouTube, but for some reason I'm not embarrassed because I know that these are symptoms of something and it's never happened to me before. So I thought that, wow, I must be pregnant. I took the pregnancy test and obviously negative. The weird thing about this all was that all these symptoms occurred within 1 to 2 weeks of stopping taking the pill last year. And I was not on any other form of medication apart from the pill. Nothing else had changed in my life. So I have to attribute it to that, right? So as a, I guess, as a friend and a sister to you guys, and just another woman, right? For those of you who are thinking of going on the pill, I want you guys just to really think about it. Like we're sort of regulating our hormones, right? If all these things happened to me after I stopped taking the pill, I was fine while I was on it. It was after I stopped, my body was like going out of whack. And it still is 1.5 years later after just being on the pill for 3 years. Perhaps it's due to other factors in my health, but obviously my body was sort of not liking something about it, right? I'm not generalizing for all women. I'm just giving you guys my advice like I would tell my sister or my close friends. And for those girls who are thinking of going on the pill due to other problems like acne or weight issues, I just advise you to really think what other options there are before going for hormonal control, because really a lot of people don't really know what hormonal control really does in the long term to the body, because it hasn't been around for hundreds of years. It's only been around for about half a century or so, and probably a lot of people would be very critical about what I say, but I don't know, I'm just telling you guys out of real care, so it's up to you whether you like what you think about it and how you take it. And I'm really open about it. I don't condemn or judge anybody. Sorry guys, the camera just turned off. So in general, just be careful before you decide to take the pill. Even if you do, it's fine. It works for many people. It's just that think really carefully about how long you want to take it for and how long you want to be controlling your body's hormones for. And also, I know that many of you will probably be much more experienced, and I know that many have probably been on the pill for much longer than me, and it's probably been working for you guys as well. So I hope this doesn't in any way offend you or put you down or anything. This is just my own experience, and of course it's different for everybody. I just wanted to give out this information that this kind of thing can happen, so that those who are still deciding can consider all the different factors. You know, in the end, it's your body, and no one else will care as much for your body as you. And this leads on to the next thing that I wanted to talk about. It's for those younger girls who might be pressured by their boyfriends, or maybe you guys are pressured by other factors to take the contraceptive pill. My heart really breaks for those girls who might be in relationships where guys are taking advantage of your body. And I'm not trying to generalize relationships or anything. I know that there are a lot of beautiful relationships, but just really, I hope that if you are maybe, facing that kind of pressure from your boyfriend, that you really value yourself and realize that you are worth so much, and that you are like a gem, you're like a pearl that needs to be treated like a princess. When you're going out with someone when you're younger, you don't really have a guarantee that you will be married to this person later, that this person is going to commit their full life to you if anything happens, that they are ready, and they're from the beginning that they are willing to take responsibility for you, This is really important, because as women, if we so easily give everything of ourselves, they will take advantage of it. It's just human nature. Not to say that men are evil or whatever, but it's just human nature. When boys are younger, the hormones are raging everywhere, and it's the first time experiencing everything. So over the responsibility that you actually really start to gain when you start having a full-time job and making money for yourself and having to manage your life. When you're in high school and you don't really have that kind of sense of responsibility, it can be easy, even if you love your partner, to take advantage of that and not give that full security that comes within the marriage. And so before you consider taking the pill, which could perhaps in some way be bad for your body, just really consider that. And one of my favorite verses for women in the Bible, it says, don't throw your pearls to the pigs. If you give them some beautiful pearls that are worth millions of dollars, maybe the most rare pearls that don't exist anywhere across this entire world if you looked for it, if you threw it to the pigs, they wouldn't know how to treat a pearl, which needs to be cherished. And they don't want the pearl, right? They want mud, they want their kind of food. I'm really bad at explaining this analogy, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, that just know your worth, like really, really believe and know how much you're worth, and that only the best of the best deserve to have you and deserve to have all aspects of you. And so think really carefully before you give everything of yourself to somebody. Make sure that the person is worth it and that person knows how to treat you and knows how much you are worth. So even beyond like a religious perspective, and I'm sure most of you guys know that I'm a Christian, I believe in God and I believe God is good. Even beyond that, like even if I wasn't a Christian, I would still really think that this is so important, that girls, as people, we need to cherish ourselves. And even if those around us aren't cherishing us, we shouldn't be following that. We should stand up for ourselves. So through this, I think I want to sort of foster a good community of women as well. I would really like it if women start to care more for each other and genuinely, honestly love each other, care for each other, have a community where we build each other up. And instead of comparing and competing with each other, if we start working together hand in hand, I really think that the world will be really different. I think the world will be a different place. And so from this heart, I think I'm really opening up myself to the whole world, letting you guys know what I've gone through, just in case one of you guys might be able to avoid any kind of problems or things that you wouldn't have had to go through if someone told you. So I hope you guys take all these things into mind. And if you have any questions, leave them below. If I read them and they're questions that I think that it should be taken to a medical practitioner, I'm just going to be very blunt about it. But if it's something sort of like heart to heart, you know, girl to girl, then I'm more than open to help you guys about it. And if you also have your own experiences about this kind of thing, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And I'm sure that we can all help each other out. Don't forget guys to follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram to stay updated with my life. And also if you like this video and want more of this kind of video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know. So have a great week and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!